Hi, my name is Maggie Gressing and I'm 19 years old.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Durario. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Suffolk, New York.
Hi, my name is Janine James. I'm from Ramsey, New Jersey. I'm 20 years old.
Hi, my name is Becca. I'm 19 years old.
Can you think of a time that a guy has approached you on the street or in public and it's made you uncomfortable?
Coming from a small town, I personally get catcalled at a lot by people that I know, by people that I don't know.
There have definitely been a couple times when I was just walking around town minding my own business and guys like gave me looks that were rather suggestive or said something as they're passing by, like, hey baby, or let out like a little whistle.
I was walking down the sidewalk in the town of Woodstock and I was passing this guy on the sidewalk and he said, excuse me, and I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. You're walking here, I'm walking there. And he reached over and he grabbed my arm and he said, no, like, excuse me, I want to talk to you. And I just backed up.
I go running sometimes down my street. Cars will be driving by and I've gotten a few cat calls from like garbage truck men and other honks from cars and everything with young drivers in them. So
I know when we're walking to go out on the weekends, if I'm walking from my apartment to my friend's apartment.
I kind of just looked at him and I said, what makes you think that it's acceptable to grab a girl on the sidewalk?
Shopping at the grocery store, even at red lights. You have your windows down, someone will make a comment at you.
And guys will drive by and roll down the window and like whistle at us and be like, hey, come here, come talk to me, and that kind of thing.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
it does. I feel like I should be able to run and do whatever and not feel like people are staring at me.
It really dehumanizes you, and it makes you feel like you're just something to be looked at, something to be admired.
We get viewed as a piece of meat, and it's not right.
It just makes me feel like I'm too like out in the open for them, and not vulnerable as much as it is like I'm a prize more than anything, and I'm not a prize. I'm a person.
It was the first time, I think. It wasn't the first time I was catcalled, but it was the first time that I really was truly taken aback by it. And I've always been kind of put off by it. It's always kind of freaked me out, but that was the first time that I was like, oh my god, I'm uncomfortable.
It makes you feel kind of degraded and like an object that other people can just admire without asking permission.
Do you think then that it's more of your own problem, or do you think it's theirs?
I think some of it, I think most of it's their problem.
I feel like younger men that maybe don't have positive role models or a positive female role model in their life think that it's acceptable way to get a hold of a woman when it's not. We're intelligent and we're so much more than that.
They have to know that they have to respect you. If they don't know you, you're a stranger and they're trying to get you to come with them. I think that's a little ridiculous.
Do you think it's acceptable for men to catcall women? And do you think it's okay that women accept it without really thinking about it?
I don't think it's really acceptable. I think a lot of it is meant as a compliment, but it's an objectifying compliment, and I think that's what causes the issue, is that it's an objectifying, manner of complimenting someone, and I don't think that's okay, and I think that it's too generally accepted in society that men can just treat women like objects that they don't have to consider as having feelings or being real human beings.
All right.
Catcalling is an unfortunate thing that's done by men and women. It's derogatory and it's disrespectful.
And I think that girls just accept it now, and that they just accept, like, oh, I feel uncomfortable and I have to be okay with that because that's how it is. You don't have to be okay with that.
If there were like a larger scale movement to put an end to stuff like that happening, would you support that?
You have every right to look at a man that says that to you and tell him, no, this isn't acceptable, and you can't talk to me like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good idea to raise awareness to everyone, especially the men on campus, because I know a lot of the girls are aware of it. So.
Don't be afraid. I know it's scary, but as soon as you do it one time, you're going to realize you have so much more power than you know. And you have the power to not only stop it from happening to you, but to stop it from happening to your friends, your sisters, your daughters in the future. We're going to be the generation that changes this. I know it.